we want to work out a couple of things about this production function. First of all, we want to know the expansion path, then the input demand functions, total cost and marginal cost. So, what's the marginal rate of technical substitution for this thing? So MRTS, or the slope of the iso quant, well, that's just equal to the marginal product of labour divided by the marginal product of capital. So the marginal product of labour, you just differentiate this thing with respect to L, so you just get 2. And the MPK, just differentiate with respect to K, and you just get 5. Okay? So we're going to have an isoquant with a slope of minus 2/5, so we'll just draw something representative. So this is our isoquant with a marginal rate of technical substitution of 2/5, where slope is equal to minus 2/5. Okay. What about the iso cost? Well, the iso cost is the slope of that is just W over R, the ratio of the input prices. So 7.5 over 15, because we're given these numbers, or a half. Okay, so the iso costs are just going to have slopes of minus a half. So they're going to have the iso costs are going to be steeper than the iso quants. We'll say something like this. And these should be straight lines. Alright, so these things have a slope of minus a half. So what can we say? Well, remember, you always want to be on the lowest iso cost that gives you your desired level of production. So wherever these things actually do lie, you can see that the lowest iso cost is going to be at the vertical axis, right? That one's no good because you're not on your desired level of production. That one's too high. Well, you could be on this one and get your level of production, but you'd be costing more. Remember, higher iso costs mean higher costs. So we can say that the firm is going to produce at a point like this. Yeah. So the firm is only going to use K. It's going to have some K star and 0 L. So the firm is only going to use K. So L star is equal to 0. So your input demand for L is 0. What about K? Well, if we go back up here and put in 0 for this bit, it means that Q is equal to 5K star, or K star is equal to Q over 5. So there are your two input demands. What about the total cost? Well, remember, total cost is just W L star plus or K star, which in our case gives us, well, W L star is 0 because we're having no L, and or K star is 15 times Q over 5. That's what K was, or K star was, which is going to be equal to 3Q. So that's your total cost. What about marginal cost? Well, marginal cost is just the derivative of this with respect to Q, so you get a marginal cost of 3.